Hello Realmers, welcome back to another Rich's Realm video. So in this video, I'm going to go over where my 2-month progression has been. Just a forewarning, I have played the beta. I did play the beta. There's only one champion I brought up to Defender tier in the beta, and that was Storm. The rest of the other ones, I just didn't really kind of like get that much of a push. And there's a lot of work I'm still yet to do, but I am trying to balance out Realm grinding against Marvel Contest grinding, and as well as other games that I play, which is no easy process. So I thought I'd do a video of showing for 2 months of me grinding in game, where am I up to, where my champion's up to, where's my position on the leaderboard at the moment, and as well, you know, coverage of some of the epic pieces of gear that I've acquired. All free to play. That's something to point out. Will I stay free to play for a good amount of time? I don't know. There's still some stuff like I'm finding a problem at the moment with the acquisition of raw celestial remnants, and that's my current issue at the moment. If I've not got that available, it does mean that I'm lacking where I want to have more, and I want to do more with my gear, and so I'm having to make more of these very strategic decisions, which are taking longer, which stagnates my power rating increase. So, where am I up to currently in the world? Well, at the point of recording this video, I am position 176, which I think is relatively good for the amount of time that I can grind Realm out, and as well my coverage that I do with this channel, and as well my main channel of coming up to 54,000 subscribers. So, with this channel, I'm still posting. I'm loving posting content on this game. I'm really enjoying the game, and hopefully long may that continue. As I said, it's still a point I'm going to give this game 6 months of my time and see where we're going with interest, community, numbers, because that's very important as well. Like, you know, I want this game to grow as much as anything, because it is a fun game. I would love to go to a New York Comic Con, so maybe I'll kind of push myself to play to 2022 and see where the game is at, and then go to the New York Comic Con in 2022, because I don't think 2021 is a possibility with COVID and all that. So I'd love to say that that'd be a thing, and I'd love to kind of like compete in some kind of tournament live at the event. But I still have to be realistic on, you know, the game. But I'm loving it. You know, I am loving the game. Even at times when you get on your single, you say you wake up in the morning, you go into a team, and you find out you're one player and the 2 bots against like 3 players, and you're like, I'm losing 10 battle rating because Kabam can't develop decent bots. By the way, whoever at Kabam decided to develop a super soldier bot after the negative feedback towards bots in general, you are an idiot. Why would you do that? Why would you make that something that's meant to be really tanky, really pathetic when it comes to performance? Honestly, just so annoying. But anyway, we've got to go over where I'm up to. Who am I focusing on at the moment? So focusing at the moment is Black Panther. I've recently enjoyed playing it the last couple of days, and with the new world quest coming out where she will be an important champion to use, and I think Storm and Hulk are the other 2, or Sorcerer Supreme, one of them. I could have got one of those wrong, but it's important to kind of develop and improve them. Gear-wise, I'm still not happy about the gear. Will that change? More than likely. If I get some good crystals very, very soon, or as well I go by the new Kabam system, which is the gear crafting. FYI, and I must say, props where props are due with Kabam on the subject of gear crafting. Whoever came up with that idea, or had this kind of system to put in similar to what they do in Contest, when you get additional shards, or additional kind of like, you know, yeah, shards, whatever. The acquisition part of things is improved. I love this. I'm waiting either for Iron Legionnaire or Black Panther to come round again and have 2 shots. Hopefully, fingers crossed, 2 shots at specifics. And that's the thing. It's annoying that you have to kind of give 2,500 to this. I do think in the future that should be reduced down, because it's just too restrictive. Also, with the epic side of things, I am saving up. I won't be going for a specific champion thing. I'll just be going for an epic crystal and seeing what I get. I'm also slightly interested in going down the route of another attempt at an epic bundle. I've got 1k units, but I could change my thought process on that, especially if I want to do gear crate, and maybe it's a case that I do that down the line to kind of see if I can pick up anything fun or overly enjoyable. I don't think there's anything for Is there anything for Iron Legionnaire? I don't know if oh, there's a proton cannon attempt. Well, I might look to try and get the proton cannon from that, or kind of wait a little while and kind of try some of the other ones. I don't really know at this moment. I need to kind of like hold on to my units. And also see as the months progress on and the rarity of gear. Because that's another thing of going like, oh, if I hold on to my units, then if we find out we get legendary gear in about 2 months, then I've got these units and it'll be better spent to then go, right, let's grind up the battle rating. Let's try and get up further. And then it's a case of if there's a legendary tier, then at least I can get better stuff. And that will be my next process of grind. But, you know, I've got to get all champions up to 1,250 to at least think about that kind of possibility down the line. So, where am I up to with champions? What have I got? As I said, Black Panther, I need to redo the gear. I'm not happy with what I'm pulling. There's some, there's some more stuff. I'm working it. I'm happy with the damage I'm doing. I'm happy with the success that I've had from it. Not all the time, because there will be some matches that I'm just like, my gear should be better than this. This isn't acceptable and I need to ramp it up. And as I said, the decision is I've got potentially 4 pieces of gear that I can take up based on the cost of 10 raw celestial remnants. And then it's a case of going, right, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things on this list that I can get up further. And do I do that? Maybe. Or do I then go, all right, so I've spent all that. Now what do? I'm kind of stuck because then I have to wait to get more raw celestial remnants to then take up the gear even further. I still need to remain competitive, but I can't be top end competitive if I'm not doing the full extent of my damage output without upgrading to the furthest point. So that's really kind of like where I am with the process. I usually take the weekend just to kind of sit down and go like, right, okay, I must do this, and this, because it's all a process. And once you make that decision to spend, you're either waiting on raw celestial remnants to then get further. And that's the problem with being free to play. If you don't know already, I'm a free to play player currently, and that may change, I don't know. But acquisition of that is difficult, and I have to really wait for these special events to come around to get a chance to get more raw celestial remnants, because I spent a load on my Sorcerer Supreme before she was nerfed, because I'm trying again to get to the top end of my capabilities of damage. But that's not the case. Sometimes these things don't work out, and sometimes things get nerfed, but she's still relatively good champion to play after the nerf. I just haven't played it as much. Iron Legionnaire and Black Panther are 2 champions that I'm kind of co-working at the moment, that I'm kind of trying to build up both as high as possible and trying to get the gears good. My Hulk gear, right, is pretty much at the point where all I need to do is I need to grind the what is it called? Deathmatch. I need to grind Deathmatch in order to get some more stuff. I do need to improve some of the gear, but he's pretty much ready to go. It's just a case of going, I need the components, number 1, and number 2, I need to kind of just add some more stuff, especially to kind of like find a decent harness type thing. That's just kind of like works for me. But apart from that, I've got some epic pieces here and there that are quite good, especially with, well, that's not really, it's kind of a generic, which is annoying. There's a few generic pieces which I'm kind of like not happy about. When I say generic, just the generic, unspecific sets, like Realm Reaver set, like, was it Cunning something or other? Whatever it's called. The purple one. And I think there's one other as well. Oh, the one that gives armor. Battle World, whatever it is. And health in some cases. So yeah, I'm relatively happy with Hulk's. I'd love to get all the gear that's specific to his synergy, but it's not as simple as just going like, oh, I've got that. Like, it may be a case of like spending a bit of money to then grab it, but I'm just not there just yet with this game. I'm sure it will come. Spider-Man, I've put him to the side. I've had enough of him. I've been playing with him to the start of this week. Had some good games with Dave, and then I just fell out of interest with him. I'm just not doing as well with him, and again, it just boils down to the gear. I've got a very specific set, and the way that I was working this champion was to use Realm Reaver set. Just that point of like attack power when champion is low. Where's the set here on synergies? So yeah, so I've got light attack power versus foes below 50%. Attack power versus foes below 50%. It's got in principle, it is good. But there are elements of things that don't work with it. Just really, I think, with the champion withstanding damage, and that's the thing. Like, I literally have to be like playing like a rogue-like character and just like watching his health kind of melts on certain champions to start at the 50%. Then get involved with it and kind of then you find yourself with value. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's just I just had maybe a day that I wasn't really enjoying playing the champion. I didn't enjoy the fight dynamic, so therefore when I started playing Black Panther again, I was like, I really enjoy this champion. So I then started kind of playing Black Panther. Gear-wise, with this, I do have some good pieces here or there, especially like a nice epic piece there with the Cloaked Knight goggles, which is a very nice like upgraded piece which I've been working on. Apart from that, some of the other pieces I'm relatively happy with. And the web sling cooldown is helpful to a degree. I just would like more of the web refreshers synergy. And hopefully down the line I pick it up. My Storm has the most, I think, epic gear on her. So she has like a weapon epic gear, and then she's got the hands, which unfortunately is generic synergy. And then the Uncanny Legs, which has the Winds of Vitality set. But I want to get, that's the thing, I want to change it to Lightning. I don't like Blizzard one too much. I actually prefer Lightning, but I've not got a gear set that really kind of amplifies that particular like way that I've created. So maybe I need to reinvest, but again, that's the problem. No components, so I've got to go components. It's a process. It is a real process. But, you know, I think that's really it. I've gone over a few things that I'm doing. My main focus at the moment is trying to build up my battle rating. I want to try and push for top 150 and then see if I can get any further 150 in the world. And then kind of build up certain champions in preparation for different types of events. But mainly to get all champions about 1,100 plus is something of my next priority. But it's just a case of balancing around what I'm up to. Black Panther priority at the moment is to get it up to 1,000, redo the gear, then look to Iron Legion at the same time, redo the gear again, and just kind of like make the champions stronger so that I can then do better in certain games. So that has been the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. I'll see you for some more other content very, very soon, and have a good one. Bye-bye.